is me, Terrible. It's time to review week number 11. Right? 11. Yes. Starting with Thursday. Talked about this briefly in the preview since I made that video so late, but it doesn't matter. Ravens 34, Bengals 20, but doesn't tell much of the story. The big story is Joe Burrow done for the year. Rather unfortunate for the Bengals. AFC North, they're okay with it, especially the Ravens. Hey, even Lamar got banged up for a little bit there, and they lost Mark Andrews themselves, so tough game for both teams. Thursday night game, just unlucky plays. Just unlucky. The one was the hip tackle on Andrews, but now all of a sudden they're talking about banning that tackle. Just making it tougher for the defense, even though it's just an unfortunate play. But yeah, Ravens, they struck first. Got a touchdown. Bengals field goal. Mixon, 4-yard pass from Burrow. Nelson Aguilar, touchdown from Lamar. Then Bateman got in, 21-10 at the half. Bengals field goal. Ravens field goal, 27-13 going into the fourth. Never felt like a game, especially after Burrow went down. Gus Edwards runs another one in, and Jamar Chase, late in the game, they snag a TD to cut it down to a 2-score game. They're right there. But tough spot for the Bengals. It's pretty much what can Jake Browning do for this team? They were, oh man, that's just tough. It's one thing to lose the QB. It's another to just lose him for the year. I mean, it's like, alright, if he's out for like 4 or 5 weeks, he's out for 2 months, whatever. I mean, that's tough, but it's like, alright, at least he's coming back. But when it's just a lock that they're just done for the year, just no shot. It's brutal. It's tough. And you got the Bengals here. They're a good team. 5-5 because of a slow start. How do you do? I mean, the quarterback cannot play every position the entire game. The quarterback is just one position, but it's just, it's an important one. It's tough to keep on, but we've seen a lot this year in the league. Backup QBs getting the job done. Jake Browning been in the league a couple years. Maybe he can get something going, but tough spot for the Bengals. Really tough. Bengals fans gotta be feeling it right now, but we'll see what happens. Into Sunday, Steelers, Browns. For this one, I went with the Steelers. It was a mistake. Plus 2.5 for the Steelers was the line. I thought the Steelers were going to do what the Browns ended up doing. I thought, obviously, 2 really good defenses and 2 offenses that are not great. And I mean, really, the Steelers, the only thing they had was the big Jalen Warren run. So, just, other than that, they got nothing going on offense. And they fired Canada, so, the OC. But, the Browns did just enough. DTR, I mean, let's take a look at the stats, but it just, DTR, no touchdowns. 1 pick. Kenny Pickett, no picks, no touchdown. Like, this is just peak horrible quarterback play. But, yeah. Jalen Warren, just that massive run, 74 yards. Only thing they got going all game. If they didn't have that, I mean, their total offense, atrocious. Would have been under 200 yards. If you take out the 74-yard run, that's wild. That's pretty bad. But Browns didn't do much either, but they did enough. Able to get the field goal at the end. Dustin Hopkins, last-second field goal, gets the job done, but tough for the Steelers, but maybe not so tough. Hey, they got Canada out of there. maybe somebody else will take over who's better. We don't know. But we'll see. Up next, Lions Bears. Lions 31, Bears 26. Lions are 8-2. Finding ways to win. I mean, they were down. They were down for a little bit. Going into the fourth, they were down. The Bears played well. Gotta give it to them. Justin Fields played. I think in the preview video, I thought it was still going to be Bajan. Not that it would have changed my prediction. Still would have went with the Lions. But they didn't cover. It was minus 7.5. Won by 5. So, not that we don't bet here. We're not addicts here. We just do this for fun. I don't know how people put real money on this stuff. I mean, I get it. I get like small amounts, but I'm talking about the addicts here. I'm not calling out like people who just do it for fun. I'm sorry. But I feel bad for the addicts. They are, it's supposed to be fun. It's supposed to be fun. You're not supposed to lose a shit ton of money. But yeah, like I said, I don't even bet. I just make these picks for fun. But yeah, it was a rough game from Goff. 3 picks. That's tough. That's tough. But Montgomery, decent game. 76 yards, touchdown. Better game than Gibbs. Although Gibbs did a lot more in the passing game. But yeah, it's DJ Moore, solid game, got a touchdown. Justin Fields, actually, he ran for over 100 yards, which is great. Good for him. Threw 1 TD, but not his worst day. Not his worst day. He was decent. But Lions kind of kept him in it. Just like I said, the Jared Goff picks, that can be tough. One of them was early. Actually, 2 of them were early in the first quarter. They had a fumble, and then second quarter pick. Yeah, so just early on, just kept giving the ball to Chicago, and then, I mean, second half they couldn't do much anyways, so. But yeah, this is, wow, that was first half. That was all first half, sorry. Second pick was, the third pick was, in the second half, but doesn't matter. Lions got the dub. We picked Lions there, figured they'd get that divisional matchup, and the Bears, they need to lose. They want good picks, alright? This is what they want. Don't let them fool you. They want this stuff. But this one was disappointing right here. This one makes me very sad. No, I'm kidding. I don't care. Chargers fans care though. They're brutal. They're pretty bad. It's rough out here for Chargers fans. 4-6. The Justin Herbert haters, they're eating good this year. Not that he didn't play well. Let's see. Yeah, 322, 2 touchdowns. He was fine. Yeah, he carried him this game. This wasn't that was Jordan Love. What? Sorry, I read the wrong one. 260, 2 touchdowns. He was good. Love, but yeah, like I said, Love beat him out in the stats. But yeah, like I said, Herbert was great this game, from what I saw. But Chargers are not good. Keenan Allen, big game. Herbert, 73 yards rushing, leading rusher over Eckler. Eckler didn't do much in this one. Another solid game from the rookie, Jaden Reed. He got a touchdown. But, yeah, 23-20. Solid win for the Packers. I went with the Chargers. It's Staley. I blame him. But, yeah, Chargers struck first. Field goal, Jaden Reed touchdown. Stone Smart, 51-yard pass from Herbert. Packers field goal, 10-all at the half. 10-all at the half. Chargers field goal, Christian Watson, touchdown. Keenan Allen, touchdown. They're up 20-16 going into the fourth, and then, hey, Packers, nice drive late in the game. Didn't take too many plays. Romeo Dobbs, touchdown from Jordan Love. And that was it. Let's see, last possession. Yeah, they just turned it over. Nothing crazy. But no picks. I mean, turned it over on downs. But tough one for the Chargers. This is man. Oh, there it is. 4-6 for the Packers. That Packers fan, he was mad that I predicted 4 wins. Well, right now, I'm correct. But yeah, no, they're fine. I don't know. The Chargers suck. Chargers. They should be pissed that they have the same record as the Packers. But it's supposed to be the year. It's supposed to be the year. I don't know. But Dolphins Raiders up next. This one, pretty good first half. They all kind of cooled down in the second though, but 20-13. Dolphins got the dub. To a solid game, just one pick. Aiden O'Connell, 3 picks. That's just brutal. That is brutal. Devontae Adams actually scored. I've had him in one league, and I have a stacked wide receiver core in that league, so I finally just took him out. And then, of course, like right away, he has like 4 catches for 10 yards. I'm like, oh my god, this guy's going off. But I think he ended up with like 19 or something. Nothing crazy, but yeah. Raiders struck first, field goal, Tyreek Hill, touchdown, although he got injured in this one. I don't know if he ever came back, but yeah, then Devontae Adams, 46-yard touchdown. Salvon Ahmed, he got in the end zone. Raiders field goal, 13-14 going into half. And then just a couple of field goals from the Dolphins in the second half there. And that got the job done. I mean, the Raiders couldn't get anything going. Let's see. Dolphins early pick, first play of the second half pick. And then O'Connell, he had a pick, punt, a lot of punts, and then just 2 picks. Last 2 drives for the Raiders. That's just brutal. That's rookie stuff right here. Maybe those weren't even his fault. I don't remember. Maybe they were tipped, but that's tough. That's tough, especially since both drives, 54 yards already, 63 yards. They were already moving the ball up the field. That's just tough. Tough loss for the Raiders, but they had 2 good wins before this. They're playing better. They're right there with the Dolphins. It's just tough with a rookie QB. You need Jimmy G. I don't know what they need, but Raiders, they're 5-6. They're okay. I think they're okay. They're still making a playoff push. They have a chance. Don't know if they'll get there, but they're doing okay. Dolphins 7-3. Nice win for them, for sure. But yeah, up next, another disappointing selection on my end here. Giants Commanders. Giants 31-19 over the Commanders. They're 3-8 now. I'm fine with this. Patriots need a good pick. Giants, you guys just keep getting dubs. Keep eating W's, alright? Keep eating W's. I thought Baby Breeze looked like Baby Jameis Winston or something. 3 picks. I don't know. But yeah, solid game from Brian Robinson Jr. In terms of yards, didn't get in the end zone, but Sam Howell, rough game. Yeah, 1 touchdown, 3 picks. Tommy DeVito, 3 touchdowns, sorry. He has more touchdowns this year than Zach Wilson. But Giants struck first. Barkley, nice 24-yard catch. He's so good. Commanders, field goal. Darius Slayton, 40-yard touchdown bomb from Tommy DeVito. Sam Howell rounds one in. 14-9 at the half. Joey Sly, field goal for the Commanders. Barkley, 5-yard pass. Giants field goal. Jahan Dotson, touchdown. Isaiah Simmons, 54-yard pick 6. That was to end the game, too. That was at the end of the 4th. When they were driving, Commanders had a chance. They had a chance, but couldn't get it done, unfortunately. So Commanders 4-7. Giants are 3-8. Yeah, tough one for the Commanders. It's they feel like they're I guess they don't feel like a better team, but I don't even know. Both these teams aren't good. Oh, that's all I can say. 4-7, 3-8. Both those teams, they're not good. They're not good. No offense. All right, I'm a Pats fan. I know about not good. All right, I know. The moment you're battling it out with the Patriots, that's when you know you're not good. And the Commanders did that. The Giants will be doing that soon. Oh, that should be an interesting game. But speaking of interesting games, I'm joking. This was not interesting. This was predictable. Cowboys 33-10 over the Panthers. Panthers are 1-9. Cowboys 7-3 now. Just very predictable game. The Panthers are not good. Bryce Young is a rookie. What do you expect? But Luke Schoonmaker, first one to get a touchdown. Cowboys field goal, Panthers field goal, CeeDee Lamb touchdown. Tommy Tremble, touchdown from Bryce Young. Going into the fourth, 17-10. Pollard touchdown. Deron Bland, pick six. Cowboys field goal. So yeah, it was close for a little bit there, but they just ended up running away with it. I'll give the Panthers a little bit of credit for keeping it close. Because, really until the fourth, they were right there. One touchdown away, but all of a sudden they get down 4 scores. 4 scores in 17-10 at half years ago. I don't know. 33-10. Predictable game. Not tough to do. Obviously, I picked the Cowboys in that one. But up next, divisional matchup. Another one that it felt too easy, just a little bit too easy to pick this one. We had Jaguars Titans. Titans have Will Levis. That's pretty much how I decided this game. That's how I decided my picks. But I will say he did have another long ball to DeAndre Hopkins. What was it? The flea flicker. I think it was like a jet sweep. Pitched it again to Will Levis, and he just chucked the bomb. I don't remember. I forget what happened, but I remember Derrick Henry took the snap, something like that. Doesn't matter. Great play. Good play design. Nice throw by Levis. Him and Hopkins, not bad at finding each other, I guess. But yeah, it was a bomb. 43 yards. That's pretty good. But Trevor Lawrence, solid day for him. 262, 2 touchdowns, sorry. Etienne, I wish he did a little bit more. He kind of cost me, but Lawrence even ran one in, so 4 total touchdowns. That's pretty good. Calvin Ridley caught one. 2 McManus field goals, 13-0 at half. Trevor Lawrence run. Calvin Ridley touchdown. D. Hopkins touchdown. Lawrence run. Jeffrey Simmons touchdown from Levis. Late in the fourth, 34-14. Jaguars 7-3. Titans are the opposite of 3-7. Tough one for them. That's tough. Rebuilding year for the Titans. They should have traded some more guys. They got rid of Kevin Byard, the corner, but who had a nice pick in the Eagles game. But tough spot for the Titans. They're almost going for a draft pick at this point. 3-7. Start to tank. Speaking of tank, the Texans. I'm just kidding. Texans are in the playoff hunt. Who would have thought? The Cardinals are mad about that. They have their pick. But yeah, here it is, the matchup we were all waiting for. Now, Texans 21-16, nice win, gets them to 6-4. Cardinals 2-9. They have their draft pick. They're set up nicely, but decent game from Stroud. He ended up with 3 picks. He was just kind of chucking the ball around today. But yeah, it's all good. Cardinals struck first. Rondell Moore, 48-yard pass from Kyler Murray. I was like, ooh, that's crazy. Dalton Schultz, touchdown, tied it up. Cardinals field goal. They went into the half leading. Then Devin Singletary, touchdown run. Tank Dell, 40-yard pass from Stroud. And then 21-10. And then late in the third, Kyler Murray ran one in, 21-16. Nobody scored in the fourth. Let's see. 2 of Stroud's picks were a bit late in the game. Let's see. Fourth quarter. Both were in the fourth quarter. A couple of punts. Tough second half, for sure. For the Texans, but they won. It doesn't feel like they won. They just kept giving the Cardinals chances. They just kept turning it over on downs. But didn't feel like the Texans won this one. But we picked them. So that's correct. That was a correct pick. I mean, they're playing the Cardinals. It's not a super tough pick. Speaking of other not super tough picks, I mean, I like the Buccaneers. I think they're decent, but the 49ers, just when they're on, they're on. They had the 3-game skid. Forget that. They are back. They are back and ready to go. 27-14. They get the dub. 7-3 now. Buccaneers fall to 4-6. Buccaneers beat up on bad teams, but the good ones just throttle them. Mayfield was okay. Not great. 1 TD, 1 pick. Brock Purdy turned back the clock. Vintage Brock Purdy came back in this one. But Ayuk had a great game. Kittle had a good game. McCaffrey was solid. So, yeah, it's just a solid win for the Niners. Once again, they got to beat up on these decent teams like the Buccaneers, but 4-6, they're just in a tough spot now. But McCaffrey touchdown, Niners field goal, Mike Evans touchdown, Niners field goal, Ayuk touchdown, Kittle touchdown. Fourth quarter, 27-7, Rashad White gets in, and that was it. That was all. That's all there was. 27-14. Good win for the Niners. Not a tough pick. Buccaneers still in the hunt, I guess, but starting to not look so great for them. Speaking of not so great, and also 4-6, the Jets right here, man. The Jets are in a tough spot. Their problem is that their QB sucks. Tim Boyle, they put Tim Boyle in. Zach Wilson, QBR of 3.7. I don't even know how you can get it that low. Of course, they can't run the ball. Jets are bad, man. Good game for the Bills, though. They needed something like this to get going. Josh Allen, 3 touchdowns. Shakir, Ty Johnson, James Cook all caught one. Jets are still a good defense. I know their offense is terrible, but this was a good game for the Bills. They needed kind of a bounce back where they put up some points, but I think their defense did some work too. Let's see. They didn't score any, but fumble. Fumble pick. Josh Allen's pick was in the first half. Second half, another fumble for the Jets, another pick for the Jets. Just rough day. But Tim Boyle, I guess, he's gonna start. He's gonna start next week. Man, if I need a defense, I'm looking at whoever the Jets play. Apparently, he was just not even good in college. It's just weird situation going on there. But I feel bad for Jets fans. Oh wait. I don't. Rams, Seahawks is the next one. Next 4 o'clock game. The last 4 o'clock game. Man. I forget what happened in this one. Oh, yeah. Seahawks had a chance to win it with a field goal. They missed it. That's right. Yep. Missed field goal. And that was right after the Rams got a field goal. Yeah, and Drew Lock had to play in this one. He threw a pick. Stafford played. He played pretty well. He had a pick. Maybe more. Let's see. Yeah, 1 pick. 1 TD, 1 pick. He was okay. Geno Smith, he was playing fine, and he got injured. Right. I'll have to look into that one. But yeah, had to put Drew Lock in. That's tough. I think the Seahawks get this one if they don't put Lock in. But it is what it is. This Rams team, beating a solid Seahawks team like that, this is what the Rams are. It's who I felt like they were, but they've had injuries. They've played tough teams and lost, and they're 4-6, so they're not out of it yet, but they're going to have some more wins like this, even though, it helped that Geno Smith was out of the game, but they played well. They played well, got the dub. I went with the Seahawks in this one. Unfortunately, they didn't win. It was minus 2.5 for the Rams, and I was thinking, no, I'm going Seahawks. And, well, it was the Rams. But it's all good. Heading into Sunday evening. Oh, man, the Vikings. The Vikings I thought they should have won this one. Another close win for the Broncos in a game that felt like maybe they shouldn't have won it, but they did. They're 5-5. Vikings are 6-5. I forget. I feel like something happened at the end of this. I guess Vikings, they had the ball at the end. Dobbs threw a pick in the fourth. They fumbled in the third. That's tough. Fumbled on the first drive, too. It's just, it's brutal. It's brutal. But Broncos field goal, Josh Oliver, Vikings touchdown. Vikings field goal, Broncos field goal, 10-9 at half. Josh Dobbs runs one in. Broncos field goal. Vikings field goal, 20-15. And then just nice drive from the Broncos at the end of the game just to get that touchdown. Couldn't get the 2-point conversion, but 1-point lead, it was all they needed. And then they get the stop at the other end, so solid win for the Broncos for sure. Defense has continued to look pretty good. Russ does just enough. He does just enough. Cortland Sutton got a touchdown for him, but yeah, solid game for the Broncos. That's what I know. It's not good. It doesn't look good at all. But as long as they win, as long as they find a way to win, they're 5-5 now. 6-5 Vikings still in it, but tough loss for them. Tough loss, especially since it felt like they could have won it, or they should have won it. But speaking of felt like they should have won, the Chiefs just looked very much in control in the first half. In the second half, just no show. They just too many drops too on that end drive. What's that guy's name? Watson. Forget his first name, but he I can figure it out right here. Where is he? Yeah, Justin Watson. What's crazy is he had 5 catches for 50 yards and a touchdown. Dude could have had like 8 catches for 100-something yards and 2 touchdowns. He just a couple of drops from him. I think somebody else had a bad drop. Just rough game in the second half. And then for the Eagles, I guess it's with Hurts not even throwing that well. Luckily, he ran the ball pretty well, but not for many yards. But was able to punch it in. Couple of tush pushes, but yeah, just looking at the second half, lots of punts. Chiefs had a fumble, more punts, and just 2 scores from Philly, all it took. Of course, none from A.J. Brown. I needed A.J. Brown and Jake Elliott to get me I forget what it was exactly, but 17 total points combined, something like that. They didn't do it. So, I am out of the playoffs in that league. And my team, that team is so stacked. I have 3 top 5 tight ends, a bunch of top receivers that I had to plug and play and figure out who's going to be good each week. My running backs are studs. Only weak spot was quarterback, but it was Joe Burrow. So, he was playing better other than the start of the season. So that, and then I had 2 top 10, top 5 defenses, something like that. And then Jake Elliott as a kicker, top kicker. That team is missing the playoffs. I need therapy, but it's okay. Eagles got the win. They're 9-1. Chiefs 7-3. They're fine. They just gotta figure out something on offense, and it's one of those things where in the when playoffs come, I feel like they'll steady the ship on offense because the defense is elite. Defense is great. Even though Eagles 3 touchdowns, I feel like if you hear that the Eagles scored 3 touchdowns on the Chiefs, you'd be like, oh, Chiefs beat them, right? That's just not this year. The Chiefs offense just a little bit behind, but with the Eagles, Jalen Hurts, when they got him leading, they're just always beating good teams. And then they just lose. They just that one loss to the Jets. The Jets should be 3-7. That's funny.